My Magic Find Bow character real quick and what I've done so far. I know I haven't done any updates or anything in a little while, but I've been pretty busy with life, with work and stuff, so I wanted to get you another video up there. We're basically using the Windripper bow for the frozen and shocks to enemies for the extra rarity and quantity. Wanted to give it a try. Wanted to try the new Deadeye Ascendancy as well. We're basically going a normal Magic Find setup with Venter's Gamble, two of those. I tried to get at least 8 quantity on each of them. They cost about 25 to 35 chaos to have okay resistances, not anything too negative. I did acquire a Viscose collar, tried to get the one with the highest quantity and decent rarity on it. This was about 150 chaos, I believe it was. Helmet is nothing too special, just double high resist with some life. And the gloves, same thing. This is triple resist, but with some life on it. The belt I want to actually upgrade to eventually have life, elemental damage to attack, and intelligence on it. The intelligence will help me out. I think I have a node allocated to intelligence. I do, so I want to be able to take that out. The jewels are going to be as many damage oriented for bows, as long as they're elemental. These are both fire. I would prefer them to be triple elemental towards either lightning or ice damage. And then obviously with a health in there as well, that'll be a huge boost, but they're going to be pretty expensive most likely. But you can, fish the market and probably find them relatively cheap. I'm using a gold rim for the extra quantity. The whole point is to have as much quantity as possible. Gives you a lot of fire resist as well. And then last but not least is the quiver. I would actually use a shaper quiver eventually and get myself one with like life and additional projectile. I also got to get the additional projectile helmet from lab for tornado shot as well because it's a skill I'll be using. And I also need a 6 link which will increase my damage significantly as well. Excuse me. But basically, this is just elemental damage with attack and some crit and a bunch of life. That's what I rolled. It was really cheap. For flash, I'm just using, bleed removal, um, immunity to freeze, immunity to bleed, basalt, diamond to make sure I can hit all my crits, and it's a curse immunity, and then extra speed just so I can get around the map really fast. And my links are tornado shot, greater projectile, uh, Mirage Archer, added cold, and elemental damage deck. The reason why we go cold is because we want the quantity over going, say, like added lightning for the rarity, because we really want quantity. The last slot here will be actually damage on full life, probably, or I'm not actually sure what else. I think it'll be damage on full life. We're using Valgrace, increased duration, a decoy totem, blood rage, curse on hit, onslaught, herald of ice, arctic armor, casting damage taken, immortal call, blink arrow, grace, and shrapnel shot doesn't count, so ignore that. Assassin's Mark, Ice Bite, Blasphemy Now. I'm pretty sure I already put this character up once, so you can also look on there for a guide about, see a little bit of gameplay and whatnot. Performs basically what you think it would. Its single target damage is not very good yet. I still have to get all my gems to 20. I still have to quality all my gems. I still need better jewels, and I still need a few extra damage nodes, I think, in the tree. Basically, this is the tree, the ascendancies. I went for Gathering Wind first, then I went to Endless so I can get the extra additional projectile, and then Fast and Deadly. If I were to remake this character, I might actually go Ranger instead of Deadeye. For the frenzy charges, possibly, maybe even assassin. I'm not convinced this is the best way, but it does help because I do have 92% chance, and that's mostly because of my ascendancy. So maybe this is the best route. Did get a Lionize fall. This is also pretty expensive. I think it was like 80 chaos. That allowed me to take these claw nodes, which are insane because they give crit and crit multiplier. I do need to pick up this crit multiplier node here, and I need to pick up this jewel node here, and then I believe I have all the damage nodes I plan to getting. The rest of it will be filling out the life here, maybe the life here. We'll see once I get if I decide to take this character into the 90s, probably get some frenzy charge nodes as well as possible. But most of the damage comes from the jewel sockets, which are going to be that one down here. This one, once again, this is only a single damage node and it's to fire, so I really need to change that out. And then we have, why don't I see it? Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, here it is. That's the one I was looking for. This one's double damage to lightning, so this is good, but it could be even better. So there's the other one as well. If I were to get enough in, I guess I could take this out, but I like the flash charges that it provides, so maybe I keep it in there anyways. And this is basically the build. The reason why I wanted to make this guide, however, though, is I did about 2 hours worth of farming. I actually farmed like 4 stash tabs worth of stuff, sold everything. The only item I found out of the actual items that was really worth something is possibly this. This is 10 chaos. I might actually put it in the build. I'm not too sure whether or not I want to put it in this build or a different build. The blind enemies on attacks is insanely good. It's actually really underrated, which is why it cost a decent amount of chaos plus the cold damage plus the life. So this is a really, really good jewel. But I wanted to show you because this is exactly what I got for about 2 hours worth of runs of just random maps. I was doing mostly tier 3 maps. I did a bunch of burial chambers, and then I did some grottos. And that was pretty much all I ran in those 2 hours. It could have been a lot faster as well, and I could pick up a lot less stuff to make it even better. But basically, I'm just getting a bunch of cards, and I got a lot of these loyalty cards, which is nice, extra fusings, and nothing too crazy as far as cards go. A lot of maps, obviously. I got a few unique maps, which is nice. I'm not sure if I've even run those yet, so that'll help out fill up the atlas. And then this is the currency I got, which and I wasn't running yellow maps, I was only running blue maps. And this isn't horrible for currency. I mean, it's only 2 hours, like I said. So as you can see, there's a decent amount here. If I were to run this for a few days, I'd be relatively rich, and I'm sure I'd land a really big ticket item at that point. Plus, I could run it even faster. Like I said, the main issue right now is the single target, but it's not horrible. So this is pretty much all I wanted to show you for this guy. Like I said, the gameplay runs pretty much as you would expect it to run with tornado shot, decoy totem, anything that's hard, tornado shot it. This is also not accounting for any of the monsters, or sorry, the beasts that I trapped and that could be worth something potentially. Um, but I will try to do another guide later on. I probably won't be playing this character right away because I am doing my Death Oath character instead because I just really enjoy it. And then I'm probably going to want to create another character after that. But at some point during the league, maybe a little bit later down the road, I will start to use this character again just to build currency and stuff and show you. Anyways, thanks a lot, YouTube.